Well, hello everyone. My name is DeCourcy Williams. Welcome to my video. Thank you for joining me here. What I would like to share with you today, though, is a Christmas present that I got for this year. Anyone who knows me knows that I love coffee. I love Starbucks coffee. I'm in there all the time. And so my wife got me the Starbucks Verismo system. Now, on a daily basis, I normally use a regular Keurig. I have the old school Keurig machine. I still use that on a daily basis, and it still works fine. It's still like my go-to machine. But then I saw this Verismo system in the store, and I was like, wow, I really want one of those. A chance to make my lattes and mochas at home. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing opened up and unboxed. We're gonna see what it can do. And I thank you guys for joining me. Let's do this. The first thing I noticed as soon as I got it out of the box was how small and compact the machine is. It's a very sleek design, really modern design, really glossy on the finish on the outside of the machine. Really pretty machine here. Was really impressed with how it was built, and it does not feel cheap. It's quite heavy. Also in the box there are some recipe cards. Of course, there are other components that you would need to buy in order to make certain recipes, like syrups, and they do have milk pods. I guess it's powdered milk that you can use to make like mochas and your lattes and things like that. But everything out of the case looked really modern. These are the cases of the actual pods that you would buy for your different flavors, for your different drinks. So yeah, overall, very satisfied, very impressed. I really like how the system starts off. And let's go ahead and unbox this milk frother. And this is the actual milk frother. Um, what I used in the past when I did want frothed milk was a simple, it looked like a handheld whisk. It was battery operated. I would push a button, and then the little mechanism would spin around inside the milk and froth it for me. But this actually has a heating element inside the frother, so it'll make hot milk as well as cold milk. So now that I've got this thing on my counter, first thing you want to do is prime it, of course. And I always use just the spring water from, I go to Walmart and get the great value. The gallon is like 89 cents, I believe. It's not that expensive. I just don't use tap water. So anyway, there's a fill line on the inside of the reservoir. You can fill your water up too, but just for the purposes of priming it, I just put some whatever was left in my gallon that I had. So once you attach the reservoir, you're actually ready to go. Um, they do have a pretty long power cable, which I like because a lot of appliances that I own, the power cable is really short, and you have to set your appliance up right next to the power outlet. So once you get the machine all put together, and you plug it in, you turn it on, you notice that the lights will be on when it's ready after it's gotten a chance to heat up. And then you hit that rinse button, and what that will do will actually kind of suck water out of the reservoir, push it through the system to kind of get it ready. Um, and actually, the machine can be a little loud. Here, take a listen to this. All right, now that I've got it on the countertop, I've got the machine primed and ready to go, it's time to brew some coffee. So when I got the box of the pods open, I noticed that the pod itself is a lot smaller than Keurig K-cups. And also on the bottom of these, there is like a little pressure seal, and that needs to come off before you brew your first pot of coffee. Now the espresso shots, they do not have the seal. You can just drop them in and go. But for the regular brewed coffees, you need to make sure you take that seal off. So now that I got it, ready to go, got my favorite coffee mug, time to have some coffee. So you just lift the top up. You want to make sure that the pod is facing away from you, and you slide it in there. Then you close the hatch. Takes a little effort at first, and then you just hit your button. You want to make sure that top hatch is closed all the way, obviously. Now, the only difference, or the only thing, well, one of the things that I do not like is that it kind of takes a long time for the coffee to actually fill up the cup. So this is definitely something that you push the button and you can kind of walk away from, but it definitely slowly fills the air with the aromas of the coffee that you're making. I did like that part. There's also a setting in the machine where you can have it brew a little bit more or a little bit less depending on your particular size of coffee mug. And then also another feature that I do like is that it has an auto dispense feature for the pods. So once you get done, you open that up and you'll see that's where the pod is, but you open it far enough and it just kind of falls out of sight. So you don't even have to take it out, risk dealing with any hot water or anything like that. So after that's done, on the front of the machine, you just kind of lift up and slide out, and that is where the old pods are. So all you have to do is kind of dump that into the trash, and whatever pods that you have been using will be in there along with a little bit of excess liquid. And yeah, that's just trash, so I really like that part. And then that just slides back. Really nice, really convenient. Oh yeah, that's it. Great cup of coffee. Really impressed with the taste of the coffee. I really liked it. So I want to go back to the milk frother because that's definitely an important part of this equation. For those of you who want to make your lattes or your mochas in the comfort of your own home, that's what the frother is for. So uh, of course I rinsed it out and dried it before I put any milk in there or anything. But if you notice on the inside there is a max fill line, so that is really all the milk that you would need to add to the machine. And then you'll also notice it's one continuous piece on the inside. It does have a heating element in there, so it will make hot milk. But you also want to make sure you don't use any utensils or anything that could scratch that surface on the inside. So went on ahead and added my milk, reattached the top, and push the power button. And then you'll also see if you hold the power button for just 1 second, it'll glow red like that. So that means that the heating element is on and it's making hot milk. If you hold it down for 3 seconds, it'll turn blue, and then it'll be making you some cold milk that you can make to your iced drinks. Do you have anything you want to say? No? Thank you very much, everybody. That's it for this little demonstration here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did enjoy it, I invite you to like the video, share the video, click subscribe, because I'm going to be doing some more stuff where I share just like small things that I'm doing, thoughts on my mind, and things like that. As for now, Probably going to enjoy like another cup of coffee. I'll probably shoot another video when I actually make a mocha so I can show you the entire milk frothing process, things like that. So you guys have a wonderful day, and once again, thank you very much for joining me. Let's make 2017 a great year, guys. Talk to you soon. Bye bye. How was that?